Alright, everyone. Apologies, I had trouble with my live stream this morning. Looks like I got everything working now. And unfortunately, have missed out on, looks like a couple good short trades. Been nice up here. Break of this 22.750s down to, yeah, would have been a nice trade, short trade in here. Even up at the top here, we break below the VWAP 21 and 90 EMA, and we're still holding below them all. We got some room back up to the 9, 21, and VWAP, but we'll have to keep an eye and see what happens here. Alright, let's move over here. On the 15-minute chart, we're making a move back up to the 9 here, 9 EMA and the support level. Could be a possible short entry at 22.7. Mini bear flag there. Let's go back up to the 5. At the 5, we've broken the 9. Heading up to the touching the 21 right now. Possible scalp entry there. We got 3 minutes left on this candle. Yeah, that's kind of strong there. I don't know if I like that. Moving up kind of strong. Yeah, up in this area here, that's a strong candle. Yeah, let's wait and see. It's breaking the 21 right here. See how that works. I was going to try a short, but I don't like. Oh, there we go. Let me see. So push up again. Try a short. Yeah, see. Like, oh wait, I was going to try a quick short scalp off that 21, but that candle is strong. Isn't that much of a wick on it as of yet. Still 2 minutes left. Pushing right up into this resistance level here. Yeah, I don't typically like to go short on green candles, especially now since we're above that 21. Yeah, glad I didn't take that. Let's get rid of that. Got another level right up here. 5. That's it. That's a big candle. Running out of steam a little bit here. Got about a minute left on that candle. Yeah. We're gonna wait. Do we come back down here and retest this 21 for a move up, or we're going to break back down below? I have to watch. Could easily be a nice setup. Come back down, touch the 21 or the 9, and head back right back up to VWAP. Where that might be a good short entry up there. But we're going to wait. Coming down just like we talked. And I keep getting this move up right here. The problem is I wouldn't be interested in a long until we broke this area right here. And then once that happens, there isn't much of a move up yet. Yeah, just like we talked, came down almost at the 21. Looks like she wants to go higher, but we are down 0.83 today. Overall, though, look at the hourly chart. Still in an uptrend, and this was one of my bounce areas that I had talked about last night, or posted last night, so you can see we kind of did the same thing here on the 27th. Friday came down, touched, right back up, and that was the beginning of a further move up. Alright. So on the hourly, definitely got some resistance. Yeah, and right here too. Hard to say. So hourly, kind of stuck in this range here. 30-minute chart. Moving up. Fifteen-minute chart. From the top of this candle, 22,708, up to the 21, to the VWAP. Here you get about 40 points to the VWAP. And then back to the 5 again. So, yeah. No trade yet. I will be right back. Alright, what are we seeing here? Yeah, just like we talked about, the rejection here, back down to the 9. Our possible long idea is falling apart here as we're coming down a little too far, but we'll see. Alright, well, it would have been a good entry right there. And a quick 10 points on the scalp. Let's look at our individual stocks. We've got NVIDIA down 3% today. Coin down 4% today. That's the Q's right there. Tesla, we talked about this 300 level. Back down to about 290 today. Palantir, wow, it's down 2 days in a row. 4%. Meta, boy, that took a drop as well. I thought we were headed to 750. Be interesting to see what happens if and when Trump's big beautiful bill passes this week. Microsoft down 1%. Apple's the only thing that's up. Even MicroStrategy, that was up big time yesterday. Look at that. Very volatile stock based on Bitcoin. 6%. Everything's down. So when you see, or when I see that NVIDIA down, Tesla down, Apple and Microsoft, those 4 along with Meta, usually the Qs are obviously connected to all those are going to stay down too. So go back here. Well, that little bull flag came down and touched off of the 9. Can it hold? Do we want the VWAP up there? Do we even chance it? Yeah, see, we're rejecting off the, hard to see here. You can take a long right here and put your stop right below this wick, below the 9. Stop would be around 22,668. You give it a little more room. 22,665. For a move up. The problem is the trend is your friend, and the trend today is down 0.94. Long term, we're still up. Look at the hourly. Came down here, and bounced. So I don't think the uptrend would be broken until we break and hold this 22.6 area and start heading back down again. But is this a good long entry? Well, it would have been if this would have continued above this wick right here. This 5-minute candle right here, it would have got this one, next candle here. We get a break and close above this and start heading up higher, but it's heading back down. So we'll wait and see. We're getting another bounce there off the 9. But we're still holding below the 21, so. Well, I'm just kind of hanging out in this area below the 21 and above the 9. I don't like that. Not a good area. Yeah, see, I've seen this happen lately. Is you're looking for a you're looking for a long, and you got your areas right here. Hold of the 9 EMA. You got this wick right here, so you set the stop just below here. You go long, give yourself enough room, and then we come down, sweep the stop loss, the liquidity, and then back up again. Happening a lot lately. So you got to be a little bit more generous with your stops. At least I found in this market. So, anyways, not found a trade yet, and look at that long. Would have been good. My idea was here on the bull flag, come back down, retrace, take a long here at the 9, put your stop below this wick, but then it came and swept it. So I'm glad I didn't do that. Let's watch this candle. Yeah, it actually would have worked out. See that bull flag there? We got a strong move up. Retrace down to about, yeah, that was probably like a 65% retrace, which is kind of textbook, in between 50 and a 73.8 on the Fibonacci. Just for curiosity's sake, let's see what that was. Top of that wick, bottom of the wick. Yep, we're right. Perfect retracement between the right between the 61.8 and the 76.4. Perfect retracement on the bull flag if you use the Fibonacci for a move up. So you could have taken a long here, a long right there, and then your stop would have been below this candle here. Look at that move. So I wasn't paying attention, had to run and do something, so I missed that one. Yeah, I had the idea, but look at that. Perfect bull flag. Question now is, are we moving to the VWAP? What are we looking at? 2? I don't typically trade at 2. 1 minute chart. Look at that on the 1 minute. Problem is, we broke the 21. You would have took the trade here. It swept all the way down to the 50, and then bounced back up. How about the 2? Two's nice. I've seen a lot of guys. If you don't have the 50 EMA on your chart, you might want to consider that. I've been using it with the 9 and 12, or excuse me, the 9 and 21, but I've been seeing a lot of bounces lately on this 50. Something to take into consideration. Like a cup and handle forming there, huh? All right. And then what about the 3 minute? Look at that, what did I tell you? Rejection off the 50 there on the 3 minute. So here, you got the 9 cross to 21 on the upside on the 3, and if we can get above this 50 and this wick here, I could possibly see a move right up to VWAP. So. But again, I'm not going to take it because we got this huge downside over here. So I don't know if this area is going to act as resistance once we get up there. So seeing nothing I like. Sometimes it's all about patience. All right. Coming back up to retest the 50 there on the 3-minute chart. I typically trade the 5. And just like we talked about, that was a textbook flag. Came down, retrace. We swept this low here, and then right back up. Yeah. I would definitely typically take this right here. And because I'm not going to take it, it's probably going to, see that right there, that flag? Because I'm not going to take it, it's probably going to go the way that I think. But you got to, look at this bull flag here. Right above here. I just don't like this resistance right here. Over here. This dump down we got. So, I mean, yeah, look at this perfect bull flag. Breaking the channel right here. This could easily 22.7 up to 22. I'd probably take my first trim at 22.735 and then let the rest right up to VWAP. Classic bull flag breakout right there on the 5-minute. Again, if this was above this area over here where we dropped, so we earlier today we came down, consolidated, and then dumped. Came back up, down. So yeah, I just don't like this area where we dumped here. So let's see if this bull flag continues to VWAP or if we get a rejection area right here at 22.714. I just don't like the risk reward. But we are seeing a nice little bull flag breakout on the 5-minute here. We'll see how it plays out. Come back down again. We're going to retest the 9 and 21 and then move to VWAP. We're going to break this resistance level. We'll have to wait and see. Hold on 1 second. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, it's just slow moving bull flag here. We came back down and retested 9 and 21. Back up again. Again, I just don't like this resistance right here. And I would have liked to see us make a quicker move up if we were going to move up. But this could still go to VWAP. Looks like we're ready for a cross here too, which is good. The 921 EMA cross right there. That's a good sign because we haven't seen that. We saw it cross down way up here at 7:20 a.m. and now we're seeing a potential cross here. Liking that. Now we're seeing some resistance at the top of these two candles here. See, we got enough fire to push us through. Back down here. We come back down and retest. Alright everyone, I don't know. This is bull flag breakout is, see, we're starting to get rejection right here again. I was gonna take a long right here. I like this move. I just don't like this area here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Look at that. I got FOMO, but I'm not going to do it. I don't like this area here. Right there. See that? You got a bull flag breakout. If we were breaking out above the area of resistance, this area of consolidation over here, I would take it. But look at that, back down. Alright guys, it was kind of boring today. Full 45 minutes and I did not take one trade. That happens sometimes. Believe me, I've learned over the years to be disciplined and patient. Look at that. The only setup I saw here, because I got on late today, was this bull flag breakout. It's not able to break that resistance up there like I thought. It's coming back down to touch the trend line. It could go back up, but based on the fact that we're in a downtrend today, down almost 0.9%, I'm going to pass. Alright? So everyone, I will be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you tomorrow morning.